Wake up, babe. Germany is whitewashing again. Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm a pop culture stan, and I love when that intersects with politics. Disney's new Snow White movie is coming out this Friday, but last week, Disney dropped all the soundtrack versions on Spotify. And since I grew up in Germany and speak German, I immediately went to the German soundtrack version. And I was so disappointed with what I found. For the role of Snow White, which is played by Latina actress Rachel Zegler, Disney Germany cast the same white voice actress that they have used numerous times before, including 2 years ago when they used her to voice black actress Halle Bailey, and before that when they used her to voice another black girl in Pinocchio. Now I want to make it clear, my issue is not with this white German actress. She just took a job and is probably really happy that Disney is keeping her employed. My issue is with Disney Germany and the entire German voice acting industry for employing a white actress multiple times for iconic POC roles. Both Halle Bailey and Rachel Zegler had to endure years and years of controversy and hate and abuse hurled at them for being cast in an iconic role? In the English-speaking world, we probably already know this. The Little Mermaid and Snow White were both white in the original animation, and casting women of color in these roles for the remakes was hugely controversial, even though these women are exceptionally talented and they have more than proven that they deserve to be there. But in Germany, they don't give a fuck. They are just going to use the people they always use, regardless of the legacy of that role. But sadly, you can't think away the racism and the controversy when you think about the roles of Snow White and Little Mermaid. It is so significant that women of color were cast in those roles to signal a change, a progressive move forward, to give young little girls of color role models to look up to. And it feels so weird to me to picture a woman of color on screen in Germany, but have a white woman's voice come out of her mouth. Now, I'm not saying that you are able to tell race or ethnicity based on voice. You definitely can't. That has been categorically disproved. My argument is that the German voice acting industry, and also the voice acting industry of other countries, I'm sure this isn't only Germany's problem, they need to set a symbol and cast voice actresses of color, especially in roles in movies like these where the controversies, including the hate, the abuse, the racism, that can't be ignored. That is part of the legacy. It's part of the legacy of Snow White, it's part of the legacy of The Little Mermaid, and it is so unjust to just keep using the same people, especially if those people are white. Not to mention, it completely eliminates fair competition. How many German voice actresses of color are out there who see this movie, see this casting choice, and wish that they could have at least had a chance to get into the room to audition? So yeah, I found it outrageous that the German voice acting industry is A, whitewashing POC roles, and B, using these same people over and over again to completely eliminate fair competition. And I know that this is not just a Disney problem because that same white actress voicing Snow White and Ariel, she also voiced the German Glinda in Wicked, which the range from like opera Glinda to R&B Halle Bailey to musical theater Rachel Zegler, like a range of ethnicities from white to black to Latina, like that's not a range that any one person should be doing. And I also found out that Cynthia Erivo's German voice actress is also a white blonde woman. Like, what is going on? Casting a black actress as Elphaba was a huge deal and so significant. Why can't the international voice acting industries set the same symbol? Why can't they create roles for people of color in their industry? Anyone working in the German voice acting industry, please weigh in. If you know any people of color who missed out on jobs because of this, I'd like to hear from you. Because this is such a mystery to me, and nobody is talking about it. Like, nobody cares who the voices are of these people, or what they signify, or how they relate to the legacy of the movie. I find it significant since I grew up in both cultures. So yeah, do better, Disney Germany, and especially do better, German voice acting industry. I'm looking right at you. You know who you are.